Hey guys, I am here with Joe Ray from Hyperion Networks. We're at IT Nation Secure, and we were just having a side conversation. This is how these things happen in the hallways, and this is why you should go to shows like this. And Joe was just telling me about a brand new client that you're onboarding,
Yep.
where you're now able to be here because you've set up systems in your MSP to be able to do these things. So Joe, tell me a little bit more about how that came about.
So about a year and a half ago, we had lost a bunch of customers to a large competitor, and I joined a peer group trying to figure out what I was doing wrong. And what I've discovered is we just didn't have processes in place. So we turned around, revamped our team, started putting everybody in like service roles, so they're kind of in their own little delivery areas.
Right.
And it made a huge difference with our business. So fast forward a year and a half later, we've doubled our recurring revenue. I have 20% less staff, and customers are a lot happier. And it's all just having those systems in place so that way everybody knows their role and they can be held accountable to those things to make sure they're getting it done right.
Yeah, and it's so important to have those systems in place, and having those systems in place have allowed you to onboard this new big customer while you're here.
Yep.
And from what you told me, your senior engineer is out as well.
Yep.
See, that's what building all of these systems allows you to do. And by the way, Joe's in the Facebook group. So if you have questions, these are the kinds of people who are in the group who can answer those questions for you. So Joe, the other thing, because we are at IT Nation Secure, I want to talk a little bit about security.
Absolutely.
What has this done, adding all these processes, what has that done to your security posture?
So it made us step back and evaluate, and the first thing we did was we picked a framework for Hyperion to use, internally as well as externally. That way we can get good at it, the whole team knows it top to bottom. In that, because we've set everybody in roles, they clearly know what they're supposed to do as part of that stack. Because tools are only part of the solution. It's definitely people.
Yep. Awesome. So it's, again, systems and frameworks that allow you to build in a way that is more methodical. It gives you a roadmap. Would you say that's correct?
Absolutely. And that was key to making the changes in my business that I needed to go from struggling to what I feel like is succeeding. So I'm no longer trying to make sure that I'm no longer dealing with noise all day. My guys have their areas that they're dealing with, and the only things that come to me are things that really actually matter to the business.
Awesome. That's great. And I love to hear another success story, and I very much thank you for your participation in the group and being willing to answer questions and things like that.
All right. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks, Joe.